Jesse for allowing me to evaluate your speech, and the other two speeches are extremely good, but I'm very glad that I got to evaluate your speech rather than what I was scheduled for, which was visual aids. A couple of points here. First of all, Jesse, be sure to let the Toastmaster know what your speech name is so that you give the impression from the very beginning of being extremely organized, so that you two have that coordinated. That way it gives the first impression of being organized while you're delivering your speech, even before the speech begins. Slow down. I have a hard time with this also. Be sure when you're talking, I know that it's time, but you're going a mile a minute. And sometimes when you're talking really fast like that, people lose the point. So be sure, because it's so important what you're saying, to slow down so that the point is driven home. I know I can't see you, but I can sense that you need to move around more. I caught the other two speakers doing a little bit of moving around, kind of having eye contact that roved around the room, and I sense that maybe you need to kind of move around just a little bit more than you did. Great speech structure. I was very, very impressed with how well organized your speech was. You had steps in how the process was moving forward, and I was very impressed with that. You were using notes, as you indicated in the beginning, and as is the case with my speech last week, and what can I say, I'm the note queen, but it sounds like you're reading your notes. So you might want to practice, if you are going to use notes, to have a little bit more inflection as you're going. Also, the description of the students, the rate at which they are involved in teen pregnancy, drugs, and so forth, sounds rather hopeless. And so what would counteract that is if you could please give some anecdotes of kids who have succeeded in De La Salle, kind of show the actual result. So I did appreciate that. I appreciated the description of the school's initiatives, and most of all, I appreciated the fact that you encouraged us to help, because always ending with something that is proactive is a very important thing. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Kim.
Nice job.
Nice evaluating session. Our evaluators today were Sharon Freeman evaluating Karen Sylvester, Tom Phillips evaluating Mike Taglioli, and Kim Morrow evaluating Jesse Sumner. And I'll steal the timer's report, please.
On the evaluations, they were all within time.
Great.
Do we want to do on the speakers also?
I'll let Peter do
That here. All right.
Thank you.